Sometimes we feel like we're not well equipped to do something, and we still have to do it. We think that drivers need licenses, athletes need training, even police and fire personnel need the right tools and equipment to fulfill their jobs. But have you ever found yourself in the situation where you have to do something and you just don't have the right tools, training, or equipment for the job at hand? This is how King David felt when he was first presented with this idea that God had chosen him to be the king of Israel. He had just been a shepherd boy, and yet when he met the prophet Samuel had chosen him from among all of his brothers, and he had chosen him to be the future king of Israel. Now David loved his king Saul, and he served him. He had an honorable record. He had led battles and wars in his name. He even played for him, and he played songs so that the king could rest and sleep. Therefore, it was a huge surprise for David when the people rallied behind him and said, "You should be our king. You are the God-chosen king for Israel." David was 30 years old when he was chosen to be king, which means that he was only just considered a man in his culture and society. Imagine what that would have been like for us, feeling like as if we've just reached the cusp of adulthood, and yet we have to take on such a burden on our shoulders. Yet he embraced his role with humility, love, and righteousness. David went on to become the shepherd king, not because he was constantly leading his people as a shepherd, but because of the humility with which he assumed the role. In this way, Jesus, our shepherd, reminds us that he came to that place in the lowly manger, born to a poor family, but destined from kings. And he took on a role, the role of Savior, to lead us gracefully, with mercy and justice, to that place of salvation. He paid that price for us and took on his mantle as our king when he resurrected from the dead and seated at the right hand of God the Father.